What do you think? Good. Morning, everybody. It's Monday, June 19th, 2017, and we're headed into work and school for the day. Before we get this week started, let's check the crypto report, shall we? All right, guys, what's happening? So, 5 miners, what's going on? Well, I got my new 1070 GTX 1070 for the win FTW up and running. Dual mining, it's pulling 29 mega hash ether, and I don't know what for Saya, but that's pretty remarkable. And the thing runs way cooler than all my AMD cards, so that's what impresses me. So it's reporting that it's getting 29.5 mega hash, and the average is 28.9. So like, that's phenomenal. What I'm seeing with my AMD cards is they'll report like that they're getting, you know, let's say 27 mega hash, but the average is actually only like 24. So they're not doing quite as well as they should, or you know, whatever. It's almost like fake news. But so yeah, we're back in business. I spent another $1,000 and ordered 2 more GTX cards, and I gotta see if I can get them to fit in my other mining rigs. If so, I think I might be replacing all my cards with GTX cards. So I should say 1070 cards. I mentioned I ran into my neighbor last week, right? And I was talking to him. I'm like, hey man, keep your eye on this crypto stuff. And I told him, like, hey, you know, they're saying that it's a little bit of a bubble and that ether and stuff are gonna go down shortly here. The very next day, ether went from almost $400 to below $300, and you know, as well as Bitcoin and all the other major coins. And so I saw him like Saturday, and he's like, oh, I want to thank you, you were so right about everything, and blah blah blah. And he was like, how do I, you know, he wants to learn more. He's like, how do I like get into crypto and stuff? And so I told him, you know, I told him all about Coinbase, how you can buy in with your fiat with Coinbase. And I said, once you know, buy your fiat, then you can transfer it over to other sites like Poloniex or whatever. So this is on Saturday. I gave him all this info, and I said, hey, 1 week from today, this was on Saturday, I said, 1 week from today, there's a new ICO going live called 10X. And I said, this is going to be huge. It's going to be amazing. So I kind of explained to him, I said, look him up. And I said, if you ever want to buy into a ICO like that, you're going to have your Coinbase account set up and all that. And I told him it takes days, and then it takes a few days to buy or get your ether. So he's like, oh, okay, cool. So he was going to go and set up his Coinbase account and all that. So then that was on Saturday. So then on Sunday, yesterday, Father's Day, I saw him, and he's like, oh, hey, I wanted to thank you. You know, he was telling me he was up all night Saturday night researching stuff, and he pulled the trigger, and he's building a mining rig. He said he's going with, I believe he said 5 1070s. He told me that his motherboard and all that is guaranteed to work with 6 cards or something like that. He said he bought risers and all that stuff, and all kinds of shit. So Luke is already messaging me, freaking out that his mining rig is offline, and he's at work all day and he can't fix it. So I ordered 1 more GTX 1070 FTW, same one that I got from Luke, and then I ordered a GTX 1070 hybrid. So that is it's the same card, but it has a water cooling block built into it, and it goes to a external fan, or like an external like radiator with like a, I don't know, like 10-inch loop of water cooling tubing. I'm gonna try that bad boy, I'm thinking, at the house, and maybe that'll keep the temperatures down and all that. But so I need to get my mega hash back up, guys. I was pulling, what was it? I was pulling like over 200 at one point in time, and now I was down, last week I was down to 4 cards, and it was barely a 100 mega hash. And now, you know, now that it's back up, my monthly intake is back up. So I need to get this, stay focused, you know. Swarm is eating a bag of dicks. I'm not happy about that. It's worth like $3,000 right now, and the 10 ether that I bought in would be worth 3,500. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll just sell my Swarm, pay for my mining rig, pay off my credit cards, and then like kind of like start over. Well, Swarm just got cut in half. Not happy about that. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I gotta hold a little bit longer or something, and wait for Ripple to kick in. Ripple's about to go wild, and we'll see what happens here. So it's gonna be a stressful couple weeks here as I'm trying to get my mining stuff back up and running, and Luke is having his issues. And then I know my neighbor's already going to start messaging me with all kinds of problems. And work's busy. We're still editing a wedding. A lot going on. So yesterday was nice. So I didn't mention it, but we basically just hung out at the house all day. And Vicky went on a walk with my mom to the store behind the house. And when they were walking back, there was like uneven pavement or something, and I think Vicky stepped on it like awkwardly, and instead of rolling her ankles, she like basically flopped or fell. And she was carrying like a bag of like stuff with glass in it, and it fell and broke, and she scraped up her knee, her back of her hand, and all kinds of stuff. And it wasn't good. She was bleeding and everything. So yesterday was it was a you know, unseen circumstance, or definitely an accident, and we really couldn't do anything. So like, she was, you know, pretty much had to hang out on the swing set, like on the big chair, just basically sit for the rest of the day. And she had her foot up for a while. I gave her some ice to put on her ankle. You know, it was unfortunate. So I took care of her and all that. I wanted to kind of maybe go for walks. I wanted to go hiking. I wanted to kind of maybe go to the park. I wanted to do all kinds of just stuff like that. Nothing super crazy or expensive, but stuff where you're on your feet. And she could barely walk after scraping her knee up. So she's all right, I think. She said she didn't break anything, thank God. And all is well. So we ended up doing dinner just at the house with my parents. And I helped her change her wiper blades on her Jeep. I think it was Saturday, I went to the dealer and picked up one of those little bushings for her Jeep. So I fixed up her Jeep, got her console and everything all back together on Saturday. So she should be good now. She has more of those bushings on order, and so she paid like $4 or $5 each on Amazon for these bushings. The dealer wanted $8, so I just got one from the dealer just so I can get her stuff, you know, fixed and put back together. And then I'm trying to think what else. That's all that's kind of going on. It was a good weekend though. So Saturday was like my brother-in-law's birthday and some Father's Day stuff, and it ended up being really nice to kind of get the whole family together. So it's getting increasingly harder and harder as each family has more stuff going on. So this weekend, we have an engagement photo shoot that's gonna be an actual engagement session. Or I'm sorry, not an engagement, a proposal photo shoot, and we're gonna like be hiding out, hanging out and stuff, and we're gonna try to do this. The only thing, or the only issue is that I have Grant that day, and I'm gonna have to figure something out with that. I don't know if I should bring him with me and act like I'm taking pictures of him, and then be like, oh, boom, you know, and then start taking pictures of them, or what. So we're gonna have to kind of figure that out and go from there. Otherwise, maybe Vicky can hang out with Grant or something like that while we do the photos and stuff like that. So and the whole premise is, you know, this proposal session will lead to a wedding, so that would be cool. I'm not looking forward to work today or this week, but we got a lot of stuff arriving today and tomorrow. I gotta swap out some racks, and just a lot of bullshit work that I don't want to do, and but it has to be done. It's one of those days. So yeah, I think that's about it. That's everything going on. But stay tuned for more, guys. Hey, all right, here's what I've been working on this week. So it's only Monday, I think, but we got a lot of activity coming on Tuesday and Wednesday, and we need to replace 3 racks with these 3 racks here. So they're brand new, and wanted to show this. So I'm working on removing the first 2 racks here. So they all have these base plates. They're bolted to the racks. They're for safety and stuff. So when you like go to pull out a server, like let's say this whole thing would slide out. It's on rails, but when you pull it out, it makes that base plate keeps it so the rack doesn't tip forward onto you, kind of like a pop machine or whatever. So yeah, so I just got the base plates unbolted for this end one, and I still couldn't get it to move. And then I saw that it's bolted to the neighbor cabinet in 3 spots, front and back. So I think I'm gonna have to take off these doors, and it's just a lot of work. So I gotta get this rack out of here today. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to work on this next rack. Okay, just getting out of work for the day, and it is pouring out. The sky looks clear over there, so it's about to finish up. But long day at work. Glad to be done. So getting out late, 5:15. Parents have Grant, so I gotta get on the road. Oh man, I'm exhausted. So I got the N2 racks pretty much prepped to pull them out, and the end one I'll be doing tomorrow. Alright, so check this out. This is my city's undercover police car. There's his lights. He also has them on the running board, and you can't even see inside of his tinted window, but it's inside the top of the back of the window. But nice looking truck, huh?